Hello, hello, how are you? I am back again, and today I thought I'd do a quick 10-year review of my favourite ever Jo Malone perfume, Red Roses. I love this perfume. I swear to God, I've been wearing it for about 10 years, maybe a little bit longer, and I have worked my way through quite a few bottles now, as well as the diffuser, the soap, the bath oil, and I think the candle as well. But to be honest, my ride or die absolute favourite product from the whole collection is of course the cologne. I love it. If I had a signature perfume, it probably would be this because it's my most worn perfume ever. I love it. But I would say that if you are thinking about buying something else from the range, go for the bath oil because that is pure heaven. It's pure heaven and it's the most incredible gift as well. So just putting it out there. Anyway, this is a bottle I'm working my way through at the moment. It is a classic bottle. I may have lost the lid somewhere along the line, and I am about 2/3 of the way down of this bottle. So I've got a little bit left to go, but I've worked my way through quite a lot of the bottle. And I have to admit, this is not my only bottle that I've got at the moment. I actually have a second bottle, not for any other reason apart from the fact that they released this bottle and it was like the prettiest limited edition. And I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna buy another bottle. I may as well have this one, which is limited edition, and I just think it's so pretty. And actually, I should probably shout out the fact that my bottle that I'm currently got on the go has been engraved with my initials, which I think is really pretty. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's got my initials engraved on. I think at the moment they're not engraving the bottles. I think they're engraving the lids at the moment. But it's always nice to have a personalised bottle of perfume. Anyway, let's talk about the perfume quickly. It is beautiful, so fresh and uplifting. It's so pretty. It is top notes of lemon, heart notes of rose, base notes of beeswax, and it also has some green notes in there as well. Along with being kind of like rose and petally, it's got a lot of like green notes of the stem in as well, which is just so special. But it's really pretty, it's really uplifting. It's definitely a rose perfume for rose lovers. But if you're worried that like rose can be a little bit kind of like dusty, grandma, vintagey, this is not that. This is a fresh, modern, exciting, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful floral perfume. But it does have a little bit of a vintage twist, which is kind of what makes it so special. Like it does have that kind of like old Hollywood glamour, but it's also got freshness and floralness and just super prettiness. And it's got a hint of sweetness. I think it's a beeswax at the bottom. It just is like the bottom, the base, you know what I mean. But yeah, that hint of beeswax is just like resinous, a little bit sweet. It's lovely, but it's not too sugary sweet. It's like just warm and comforting sweet, a hug sweetness. Anyway, yeah, if you love like floral rose perfumes, this is absolutely gorgeous. It packs a punch, it lasts all day. It is truly one of those special perfumes which makes you feel so warm and alive when you wear it. I think it's perfect for all times of year. I personally wear it all times of year. I wear it in the daytime, I wear it in the evening. I adore it. In terms of fragrance combining, I think it's majestic worn alone, but you can combine it with blackberry and bay, which is a stunning combination because it adds in a little bit of like fruitiness and adds a little bit more greenness to it. You can also add it with wood sage and sea salt to make it a little bit more fresh and coastal, and that makes it quite interesting as well. Like it makes it quite unusual. And then you can combine it with myrrh and tonka, which adds a little bit of dark creaminess. And also, if you like velvet rose and oud, you can layer the two up to kind of just make it a little bit more warm and evening-y and make velvet rose and oud a little bit fresher but make red roses a little bit sweeter. That's a really lovely combination. There's not too much contrast, it just adds a bit more depth. In terms of the longevity, I think it lasts all day long. I think it's got great longevity, great throw, and I think it's just a beautiful perfume. But if you do want to make it last a bit longer, try and spray some in your hair, some on your clothes, and then spray it on your skin and lock it in with moisturizer. So that's something to be aware of. But yeah, it's gorgeous. It's one of their best-selling perfumes. It's my personal favorite, and I just thought it was time to give it another quick shout out and a review. But yeah, great combiner, great worn alone, great projection, great longevity, just a gorgeous, perfect, elegant, fresh, floral, rose-filled perfume. If I was to compare it to any other brand, any other perfume, I would say there was a Penhaligon's one, which I think was called Elizabethan Rose. They have since updated it and changed the scent. I would say it's a little bit closer to the original scent, which they do no longer do, which is worth knowing. It also reminds me a little bit of Acqua di Parma's Rosa Noble, but I would say Acqua di Parma has got more kind of peony and florally notes. This one's a bit more on the nose rose. It also reminds me a little bit of Miller Harris's Rose Silence, but that has a little bit more kind of juicy fruitiness. But yeah, it's a gorgeous perfume. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and I love it. And if you love rose-based perfumes, you have to try this one if you haven't already. It is pure perfection. And as I mentioned at the beginning, do try the bath oil, because it is, it's dreamy. It's the most beautiful bath oil I think ever. Like, it is a real top tier bath oil. So yeah, that's my video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.